Blah blah blah. Record this too.
You're recording it?
Yeah, let's think of this as like a pseudo formal like discussion video that I might post later on YouTube as a separate thing.
Right,
Just about what's.
Hold on, wait. If we're gonna do that, let me at least make this a bit smaller that we can see.
Oh, okay. So if you guys don't know, because for some reason some people only know Logan Paul through us for some reason, the whole thing that was going on, I think he posted on the 2nd, one of his vlogs in Japan, in which he filmed a dead guy in the forest. I forget the name of the forest. Do you remember?
It's Aohikahara or something like that.
Oh yeah, Nolan's wanted to join us in the chat. So let me because I had that open. We can start a voice call. So you guys should be able to hear him as well as we will.
Aohikahara.
Nolan?
So you guys...
Nolan, turn your shit down.
We also have Nolan here, hopefully.
Shit?
Oh yeah, I hear him. Nolan.
Nolan. Now that we got that out of the way,
Oh, his intro.
talking about how Logan Paul dicked around with the dead guy in Akikahara.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's that was really messed up.
You know, I'm never one to watch like Logan Paul at all, ever. Even when he was on Vine, I didn't really care for him and his group and his humor and all that. And then when this all happened, I didn't care to watch the video. And then I was like, you know what? I don't even want to watch the video. Just see how bad it was. Can't find it anywhere.
Right.
That happens when you're 4 days late to a big controversy, as the British would call it.
Yeah, and he takes it down. I mean, we do that too.
A lot of people have like recordings of it already,
right?
And then everything's all cut, and I'm like, I want to see.
You want to see the whole video?
I want to know how bad it was, because everyone's saying it was bad. It's only so bad. I need to know.
Well, you just need to find that one person who really uploads the entire thing.
Like I Google searched it, went to videos, and nada. No one's willing to put the whole thing. Like,
but I wanted to see.
I'm like, I need to see this.
I want to see with my special eyes.
I want to know how bad.
Have you guys seen Prometheus?
What?
Prometheus is just asking if we have seen it.
Oh no.
It's like the prequel to Alien.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen
like
it.
A bar,
it's a
like statuesque like that movie. I forget what purpose he serves, but like if you were to just shave Logan Paul and like keep him in a basement for like a few months, that's what he'd look like.
Wait, is Prometheus actually like canon prequel to?
Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
If you've seen Prometheus, if you haven't seen Prometheus, like look up just weird naked guy Prometheus, and that's.
So I'm gonna look that up exactly. Weird.
So it's just gonna be
naked.
It's just gonna be Logan Paul thumbnail.
Guy.
But yeah, oh my god, just seeing the thumbnail for what I did see of it was like, oh my god, dude.
Ah.
What'd you see?
So 1, I found exactly what Nolan was talking about, but 2, I ran into this son of a bitch again. Nolan, do you remember that the like claymation naked dude who's like, hey, it's been a while.
Oh no,
I've missed you. Yeah, that popped up in my search as well. So thank you very much for bringing back horrid repressed memories of like what 2 years ago.
Sounds like something Gladys would say. Oh, it's you. So after the initial upload of that vlog, I don't know how long it's been up there because, you know, when I heard about this news, I kind of wanted to stay away from like watching the video at all. But apparently he had posted 2 apologies, one on Twitter, I believe, and then another one was an actual like YouTube video of him like apologizing. And the only way I really know about this is just watching like other third parties like report on this.
Yeah,
as a lot of people.
I found out about it mainly on Instagram. I hopped back on Instagram
like
the other day, and that's when everything was happening. I was like, oh, one of his apologies was a like 100 or like a 200 and something character. Oh god, what was it? They pointed out it was like 127 words. He referenced himself, I think, 28 times and apologized once.
And then he also did like a hashtag Logang for life.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, that's so bad. If you're gonna apologize
in a Japanese forest.
And people were like, "Oh, that's great of him. He's not like another thing they said outside of like counting everything out. They're right there. Oh, he apologizes for the fact that his fame made this bad.
Oh, wait, was that how it's phrased?
Pretty much. Like if you read his like phone apology, it's bad.
Oh,
it really does seem like, oh, I'm famous and so I'm sorry that this is bad.
Because I know that like in his apology, I think tweet, he did mention like, I didn't do this for the views, I get them. And I'm like, wow, dude, just was that like, did you just like pay someone to pat you on the back for that one? But I mean, as bad as his phrase, for what I heard about his YouTube video apology, that should have been like his first apology.
Mm-hmm.
Like that felt like a more sincere one. No one can really say for sure if it was sincere or not, but we'll see. Right now, Logan Paul, as far as I know, hasn't posted anything since then. But a lot of people afterward...
Yeah, he said that he's going to take some time to...
reflect.
Yep. And people were like, don't come back.
Damn. But apparently...
Imagine though, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if his like apology was like humorously insincere. Like he got in front of the camera and he was just like, hey guys, hang around. The content will be good. Dead serious.
Hashtag Logang. Hashtag Mavericks. I know that after the fact, a lot of people actually started watching some previous vlogs of his, like his time in Japan, and God, that's almost as bad. You see him just being like almost a public menace, or actually a public nuisance and menace.
I'm always known to just be a nuisance
to the Japanese people.
Yeah, dude, he just like
he was.
Oh my God, it was bad.
It was really bad.
Like I think other YouTubers made a lot of videos that were like more insincere than his apology to like. They're just like, I am so offended. I wrote a script for this two days in advance so I could like make a video about this that people are going to watch. I don't know. It just seemed very phony.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like
not sticking up for Logan Paul. Like, you know, I don't have a horse in any race, but those people are like free video for me this week.
Well, it's definitely a big topic, especially on YouTube. It's definitely something that a lot of YouTubers can't ignore. So
Everyone
they can
let it die. Let it die like him.
But that's the worst part of it, is just that no matter how much time it takes for Logan Paul to upload the next video, it's just might actually depend on that much time. But someone mentioned, it was Philip DeFranco who mentioned it like best, was no matter what happens, he's still going to be as popular as he is. He's still gonna get increased views and everything even after all of this, because you have just initially, just when he uploads the video, he has like, what was it, 50,000 likes or something like that, just immediately without any kind of regard.
Well, I know he lost, well, if I'm gonna count us, that's everyone here, so 11 at least.
11 people currently watching. We might be.
That counts you and Nolan as well into that number, so okay. 11, 12, Sephi, Steven,
your schemes, you Batman.
Anaya. So that's, I wasn't counting very well. I want to say 15 right now. So that's 15. But then I've banned both my little brother and nephew from watching him, because my nephew would watch him all the time and it was just so annoying.
Oh yeah.
And now every time I hear anything that sounds remotely like, I'm like, change what you're watching. He's like, why? I'm like, because I don't want you watching him. You're not allowed to.
Oh my God, when you have to police like siblings and if you're a parent, your kids. I mean, that much influence he has on people, and I thought like Jake Paul was bad, but I guess it just kind of runs into the family then. It's just having this influence on people and just having them get this kind of persona in which, I mean, I'm not making a persona reference, but
when you get the chance, there's his written apology.
Oh wow. But it's how he influences a lot of kids to the point where he's pretty much made them like insensitive to people's feelings and an entire culture. It's kind of scary, like how much influence you have on people.
You guys gotta consider, these guys are like 18, 19, or the early 20s maybe?
Who, the Logans?
Yeah.
The Logans. The Pauls?
The Pauls.
I think they're in their early 20s. They're about as old as Justin and I.
I think except for Jake. He's actually like still within his teens.
The same damn thing about them that they were doing about Justin Bieber once Justin Bieber stopped being 16. So I was like, how dare these people act their age when they're like nominally attractive? Like, can you blame them? You'd be doing the exact same thing. You'd be the same morally bankrupt, ill-headed individual running around Southern California, just running around jacking off on chicks.
No, now see, with Justin Bieber and Logan, there's a very thick felt tip line with a size 97 Sharpie of difference in terms of Justin Bieber. As much as I don't like the guy, he didn't do anything he didn't do much out of the norm of what people would normally do,
especially like a mainline celebrity. Right?
Yeah, mainly at his age. He had a lot of money. He bought nice cars and drove fast. Everyone's going to do that. Everyone's going to buy a nice car and drive fast.
Sure.
Everyone's going to talk shit on everyone because, oh, I got money. Why don't you got money? Poor ass son of a bitch. And then they kick him on the ground and then get mad because their face scuffed their shoe. As for what Logan did, him being a general asshole in Japan, yes, everyone's a general asshole in Japan when they first go. I didn't watch the video showcasing exactly what he did, but everyone's a general asshole when they go visit somewhere because they don't know the rules. Everyone's just like, I'm a tourist. I'm great. Hey, what's up? And it's like, don't touch me. It's like, sorry, buddy. Don't do it. Look, man, I'm really sorry for what I'm doing.
the double touch. Listen.
Put your foot on me.
I put a foot on you.
I'm sorry for what I've done. Ow, damn it. I deserve that. But then there's, actually making fun of the dead and whatnot in a place where, yeah, it's considered a sacred area. That's like going to the Sistine Chapel and unpainting dicks on everybody.
Can you imagine if they censored the Sistine Chapel like some crazy...
Well, if the Sistine Chapel were in America, it would already be censored.
Mm.
I mean... no doubt about that. That's like terrible though. Can you imagine?
I do remember, and this was like way back when. That could be, you could address this similar to like what's going on here. Is one of our old like videos when we tried to do pranks. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was the sticky note prank. The idea was that we would stick sticky notes, just saying random stuff, and we'd place it on people's cars. Just one sticky note usually. And usually we want to place it somewhere where we get some kind of reaction. I'm trying to think of like some of them. All I think about is just like the joke you made about like, go forth, my children. But aside from that, there was a moment where we filmed like these two. And later on when we posted the video, we get a message, or actually I get a message from a friend who's a mutual friend of that person saying to take it down because they didn't want to get filmed. And that was kind of like our lesson to like, we need to follow guidelines in which, if we do this, we need to ask for permission first. So I understand how you can mess up and just not know everything about what you're doing. And I mean, I shouldn't give him the benefit of the doubt because him and Jake Paul have done some very questionable, well, not even questionable, just like really deplorable things. I just think that if Logan Paul does come back and he tries to make himself a little bit more cleaner, I can support that, although a lot of people wouldn't, like right off the bat, because like, oh, you're scum. You should just not continue. So if he does come back, I'll at least say that I'll just start off on a blank slate, like as far as like seeing him around on YouTube. I'll see if he really did change.
All I know is that he's going to have a lot to make up for if he does come back.
Although I guess the only downside is that his subscriber rate of increase will probably still be net increase no matter what.
Well, yeah, there's always new 8-year-olds to watch.
There's always new 8-year-olds.
I've never known anyone over the age of 13 to watch his content.
Except for that one time when we actually did a discussion with Dave and I did a discussion on Logan Jake Paul in which we watched their videos. And oh my god, I remember that.
That's because you were almost told to. Watch this. Because there's a lot of stuff that we all watch that we didn't watch of our own volition. It was more a setup cue of like, okay, well, to appease the masses, we have to do this, and so we appease the masses.
You're right. I don't know. It's tough. Like, but I still say that like no matter how I feel like from here on onwards, I still think it was still a bad thing that he did do. Like, if I was in his position,
dummy as fuck, dude. We aren't allowed. Wait, sorry. Allowed to swear on YouTube anymore, right?
No, you can't fucking do that anymore, you piece of shit. God damn it.
If I was in his shoes, like seeing a dead body like right there, I'd be in shock. I don't know what I'd do. I probably wouldn't even film it. Like even if we even had footage, I'd still consider like, no, let's not.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of have to think, okay, no, I can't do that. Yeah. Our old video that we never even put up of us when we were kind of in a distressful situation, although a lot of us were, I guess, uneasy. We were still comfortable with like, okay, well, I'm fine with doing it. But because others were in a state of strong disarray, and because we knew that the content that we were creating would cause really strong reactions with other people that may watch it, we decided, hey, we can't put this up.
This was, is it okay to really say it?
Because the 911
It was calls. The 911 calls. I think, Nolan, you were there, right? So
yeah, everyone was there.
Yeah. It was just, go ahead. Sorry.
Doing that. Like, I hated that video.
Yeah, me too. It was, at first, it was okay. But then, like, as it escalated, I was starting to really think, like, oh man, this is really dark. Mm-hmm. Like, someone's, like, had to leave the room. It was just not a good video. It's just a sad thing, like, with how 2018 started on YouTube. Especially since, like, now a lot of people are taking their focus out of Logan and now just, like, focusing on other bad things. Like his brother. Generally, like, how the algorithm works, and the fact that like YouTube's not really managing their guidelines, or at least enforcing them when it's needed to. Mm-hmm. I remember someone like putting a screenshot of like YouTube like making their apology video, which is, by the way, the YouTube apology in response to all this Logan stuff was very vague. Like, it was never about like taking the initiative to like put Logan Paul's channel down. It was just like, what was it? Our hearts go out to the family involved in this crisis and stuff like that. And that's it. It was just a statement in which like they apologize for everything. They want to reinforce everything like that, but that was it. Mm. It's like they're almost turning a blind eye on him because he's a high ranking like content creator here on
That's
YouTube.
Fun because they didn't turn a blind eye with PewDiePie.
That's true.
They fucking chastised him, left him out to dry, and made an example of him.
That's very true. So oh my god,
lately, he's been killing it. Like, he's been hilarious lately.
Yeah, he's still posting, and he's still PewDiePie. It's so funny. Like, he really he doesn't take his stuff seriously, and that's the cool thing about him.
Yeah. Everyone else does,
but he's just like, he's a lovable goofball, really.
Mm-hmm. Felix, are you wearing my heels?
That was a long time ago too. No. I think she proceeds to come down. And
I think that was like one of the few videos where I couldn't stop laughing watching his video.
I think one of his latest videos is him like in a VR chat room.
Oh, the VR chat rooms. Oh,
that was something else.
So, since we're on the subject of VR now, let's move away from everything else.
Yeah, I think that's all we really want to say as far as just the whole Logan Paul thing. Yeah. It's a sad thing. I say, like, no matter what, we should just, like, you know, be respectful. Like, there is a fine line in which we should film, like, such and such stuff. And that was just something that Logan just kind of, like, went beyond the boundary.
Mm-hmm. But onto the VR stuff, I actually found footage of a rather great game. And great streamers playing said game. Mm-hmm. It was a VR version of